Okay, hello matrix. Today we're going to be doing the isometric drawing question out of the study pack. And basically, let's just get started. But before we do start, I just want to mention you'll probably see like there's 2 point P's. Because this page has been developed and we are making the videos sort of like in advance, we haven't really been able to check the pages yet. So I just want to let you know that if it's wrong on the drawing here, your answer won't be wrong, and we will fix it by the time the study guide is available to you. So don't panic. It's just a work in progress. Sometimes things don't get laid out properly because of scale issues on the computer, etc., etc. It's not a big train smash. Okay, let's get started. So it says here, given the front view, top view, and right view of a sliding cast guide, the position of point P on the drawing sheet. As you can see, I've had to shift point P. Don't worry about that. We will have that fixed by the time you get the paper. Okay. Then it says instructions. Draw to scale of 1 to 1. Convert the orthographic views of the sliding cast guide into an isometric drawing. Make P the highest points of the drawing. So obviously you see we've got point P. And we've also made P a high point on the drawing. And we have done this because we want to do something a little bit different, see how you guys react, how you guys, if you struggle with like the points changing a little bit, what's the case. Okay, so we want to test that out. Then it says show all construction, but what we actually mean is you need to show all of your construction, and then obviously no hidden detail is required. Okay, so let's just get started. So because we know we are working with an isometric drawing, we know we'll be working with third orthographic projection. So we'll have top, front, right, and left. And because we are working with top, front, and right, we know that this will be top, front, and right over here. Okay, so going from the top, we obviously want to start off by just getting lines in to help us know where to sort of start. So we're going to start off here. We're going to draw a line here, and we're going to do the same on the other side over here. Okay, just like this over here. Okay, then I've tried to make this question not, I don't want to say difficult because it's not actually difficult, but a little bit challenging to look at, kind of in the hopes that you guys don't really know what you're looking at until you start drawing. Because the truth is, when you get your exams, there are going to be very questionable questions that you might not know exactly what you're looking at from the start, and we want to get you used to that, so that you guys obviously get to the point where you can see something a little bit complex, but you can still draw it. So we're hoping this question does that for you. You can obviously let us know in the comments if you thought it was easy or difficult, if you could visualize it or not. But yeah, let's just get started. So we're obviously going to start at the top point P, and we've got point P over here. You can see there's sort of like a little rectangle here with quite a couple of hidden detail lines. So we know, okay, if we have a look here, we've got a flat slopey bit, which I think would be best to draw first. I'm sure you would agree. That we've got a slope and then like a little cube thing. You can see the cube thing, that would be the slope, which means this here would be our little rectangle. Okay, so if we take the measurement of 75 plus 15, that will give us 90. And so we are going to make a measurement here of 90 on the drawing sheet over here. Okay, so you can see we've got 90. And then we have got the slope that we would like to get in as well. So we're going to start off, we're going to draw this over here. Okay, and then we can see that the thickness is 30. So we're going to start off by drawing up 30 over here. Okay, so we've got 30. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to slightly make a light construction line there. Now, if you obviously want to get your slope in, we obviously want to get the bottom points in so we can get our slope in. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take from this corner here, we're going to take a line down. We know that the full line will measure 82, and we know this because we've got 30 plus 52, so we're going to measure 82 down. So, got 82, would be this point here. And then from there, we are going to draw a line in over there. Okay, then we're going to take the full height, which is obviously 150. So that will be 15 and we are going to measure 15 over here, and then from 15 we are going to measure 3 because we've obviously got 30, that's the length of this block here, so we're going to measure 30, we're going to measure 90 from the little square bit here, and that will give us this here, which means that we will have 30 in the middle left over. Why is my 15 a little bit big? Left over from the measurements. So this here will be 30. Okay, so we've got our measurements, and then we can start drawing up some height to get the complete indication of where we're going to start with our slope. So we've drawn a little line up. We're going to measure 30 on that line, which will be here. Okay, and then from that point we are going to measure a line going across here, and then from there we're going to measure 30. Okay, so you can see we've got our points in, and now we can add in our slopes. We're going to do this in solid line, so you can see we've got 30 over there, and we have got 30 over there. Okay, we can make the bottom and the top of our slope solid because they are not going to change. Obviously, preferably use your 30-degree ruler to do this. Don't use your little, don't freehand it is what I'm trying to say, just to keep the accuracy of your drawing. Okay, so we obviously got our slope now. Now we could carry on here, or we could just start off with our block, which is what I'm going to do. So you can see this is still light construction line, this we've made solid, now we're going to do our block. Okay, so we can start off by drawing our lines going outwards like this over here, and then we're going to measure 30 again because we've established that this block has got a length of 30. So we'll have 30 over here. Okay, and we will obviously draw that line across like this. That line will go down as well. Then we will draw it across again to this point here. We will draw it down, and from this point we are just going to draw a complete line going this way. Okay, so we've obviously got our block in, but now if we have a look at our block, what's interesting is that there's a triangle. So we've got like a triangle, a triangle, and a triangle. I think some of you are aware of what this is going to look like, but some of you might not be, and it's kind of like a really interesting way to show a triangular sort of slope. So we're going to have a triangle here, which is what you'll start off by drawing in, and you can obviously make this back part solid here. Then if you have a look at the side, you'll see the triangle goes from the side here, so we're going to draw a triangle in over here. All right, obviously again, please use your set square and your rulers, your t-square, to actually get straight lines. I'm just drawing over these, but I can even see mine have gone a little bit skewed, so please don't do that. Okay, and then from this side we can see the slope goes in this direction, so we will draw that in over here, and that is why we use our rulers nicely, because that was a bit skewed. Okay, so you can sort of see that we've got that in at the moment. All right, so we can carry on. I've just drawn a straight line here. I think it would be easier if we start drawing this sort of side profile from this point here. Okay, so it's interesting because if you have a look here at the side here, you'll see we've got that little square slope thing. Then we've got sort of like a gap and an up and then a side, like almost like a square. And then if you have a look here, you'll have like a whole line running through and a hidden detail line going at the back. So it does look a little bit confusing, but that means that we've got a hole running through the back here. Okay, and if you have a look, you can see that this line will not be flush with the slope, and it does not touch anywhere near this cube. It starts at this point here, which means we are going to take our ruler and we are going to draw a line like this over here. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we are going to make a light little construction line over here. Okay, and then from there we are going to make a line again from this point here. Okay, so we're going to quickly do our measurements. So we can see that that has got a length of 20 going down, so we can measure with our ruler 20 going down. If we have a look here, we can see it's got 10 going across. So again, we can take our ruler and we're going to make a line there, and then we are going to measure 10 going across, just like this over here, and then we'll have a line going up. Now we can draw this line in solid and this line in solid here, and we will not be drawing in this line solid because it's obviously flush with the wall that we've kind of got here. Okay, I'm not going to do anything more here. We're going to just carry on drawing this side over here. So from there we can see that we've got a measurement of 20, and then we've got a hexagon, or half of a hexagon, because we've got 3 sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure 20. Okay, and then from there, if you want to draw a solid line, you can. I'm going to do it just so that we know where we're at. Okay, just like that over there. And what we're going to do now is we're obviously going to have to draw in an auxiliary view to help us get our hexagon in. So you can take, I'm going to do it from the top of the page, a line from here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our compass, and I'm going to grab the measurement of 30 that was given to us over here. So we're going to grab that measurement of 30. Okay. And we are going to draw a little circle. I'm going to try get it a little bit darker so that you guys can obviously see it on screen. Hopefully you can see the lines on screen. Normally when I start the video I can see them, so I assume that you can see them, but if you can't, please let me know. Do not be shy. We will fix it if we know that it's a big problem. Okay, obviously now we know that we've got like the edges and then a flat bit, so we know from the edges we're going to measure our 30 and our 30 as well over here, and then we're going to draw in our little angles with our ruler. So we're going to draw that in over there, that will be in over there, and that will be in over there. Okay, perfect. Then we're going to draw a little box around it so that we obviously have everything we need. Okay, there we go. And then a box at the top. Perfect. Okay, so now using our box, we are going to grab our compass, and we are going to start off by just grabbing the full length of the box, which will obviously be 60. But yeah, so from the edge of that 20 mark we made, we're going to draw our edge of the box quickly, which you can see is over here. And when we've got that little edge of the box, we can use our ruler to just draw a line out like that. Okay, then we're obviously going to grab the height of the box, so we're going to go from the middle and we're going to grab where the hexagon stops, and we're going to just take that measurement from this point here. And then, well, before we drop the compass, we're going to just quickly grab our halfway point, which will be here, which will also be 30 if you just want to draw it in yourself. Okay, so now that we've got those little points, we are going to just quickly draw in our construction line. So we've got a line there, and we will have a line here as well. Okay, then obviously we know the hexagon goes from this side in, so what we're going to do is we are going to take our compass, we're going to measure the side, which will be this point here, and from there we're going to draw a line, and we're going to draw a line here as well. Okay, if you can't see it, don't worry, I'm going to draw it in now quickly. So we will have our hexagon at this point over here. Okay, you can obviously see that over there. Now we've obviously got our hexagon, everything's great. and we want to know like how deep our hexagon goes. So obviously we want to get a little bit more shape in here. So we're going to have a look here. We see where the 20 line is, there's a line going straight down. So we are going to draw that line going in straight down. Okay, then we can obviously see that it goes straight down, and then it's sort of like at the halfway point. If you're not 100% sure, you can obviously just look here. So we've got that little measurement that will link to that one there, that one, which will obviously be this side over here, and then over here we have sort of like a halfway point, and you can see there's almost like a cut. Okay, so that's what you can do to help you visualize it if you really struggle. But yeah, so to draw that in, basically we're going to draw a line down here. We know that this full length is 30, so we are going to measure 30 on this shape over here, 30, and from there we are going to draw that line in. Okay, and if you would like to, you can draw this point here in, and you can draw this point here in as well. Okay, so you can see it's starting to come together. All right, obviously we want to get to this point here, and we know that it kind of cuts in the halfway point as we've seen. So we're going to have to figure that out now, but by starting off, we're just going to draw our halfway point. We know that it stays completely solid halfway through. So we are just going to take our ruler. We're going to draw a solid line at the bottom here at the halfway point. And then we see it goes up, and then that sort of halfway point cuts at a measurement of 10. So we are going to measure 10, like that, and then we're going to measure a line going down. Okay, as you can see over here. All right. Okay, then what we're going to do is, we obviously can't see this side of the hexagon, but we do know that there is going to be a line going here because of the halfway points over there, and because of that we also know that there will be a line going through this point over here. So we're going to draw that line in. Okay, we obviously want to get the rest of this little point in here, so we're going to extend that line, see, like that. We are going to measure 10. Okay, and then we see that it's also got a measurement of 10. So what we're going to do is we're just going to draw in our little measurements of 10. So we're going to start off by making this top side solid. Okay, then we can bring the line there down, the line there down. We can measure 10. Okay, we've got 10. And then from there, we've got 10 as well, which will be this point over here. Okay, so you can see we've got that part in, which so far has been relatively easy. Now we kind of have enough information to get our circle in, and if you don't know it, the circle is this point here. So, and it's also here and here. So what that means is, that's supposed to be hidden detail. I'm sorry. If you see HD on the page, it means hidden detail. Okay, so we can start by basically getting in the lines that we need for that specific piece. So we can start off by taking this line all the way back, just a light construction line for the meantime. Okay, and we can join these two lines. A construction line just to help you visualize where it's going to end, which will be this point here. And then from here, we will take it all the way back. Okay, perfect. Okay, then because we now have this sort of line in, you can actually take your ruler and you can draw this line in here to show that there is hidden detail. Okay, it should look like that. All right, then we obviously want to get our top points in. Now you'll see I scratched out a line over here. It's not supposed to be there. It's where the circle starts. So we've got a thickness of 8. So we're going to take our ruler. We're going to measure 8 at that point there. And then from those points, I'm just going to make everything around it solid. So that will be solid. I'm going to skip there and make that point solid. So you can see I left the point where the 8 is open. And this point here can be solid as well. Okay, so you can see this is kind of what we've got so far. Now if you would like to get this little slope piece in here at the back, you actually can. The full measurement, I don't know if we've actually given it. Let me just have a look, see quickly. I don't think we've given it. The slope cuts here might be in line at the back. Yeah. I think that's actually what happened. Let me just use my ruler to check. We will add that measurement in because it is supposed to be there. So my apologies, guys. I don't mean to make this difficult for you. But yeah, it's in line with the edge of the hexagon. Okay, so we're going to take the edge of the hexagon here. It's this edge here. And we're just going to draw that line back. Okay. And then from there, we've got a measurement of 20. So we're going to just draw this part in quickly. We've got 20. And from here, we've got the slope touching here. And then obviously, we have got the thickness as well. So up until those 20 points. So we're going to draw a line here. We are obviously going to measure 10. So here we've got 10, so we're going to make a line. Okay, and we're going to connect that slope over there. Okay, so you can see it's starting to come together. Just always be sure. So obviously we know we've got a slope here. We want to check that you don't see it. And from now it looks like it could be there. So we're just going to put a little light construction line to say maybe it could be there, maybe it won't be there. Okay, then we have got this point here, which is obviously this here, which has got a measurement of 20, and obviously it will have the full height of 30. So we are going to measure 30. Okay, and we're going to draw a line down here as well. Going to make that line solid. I'll make this top line here solid as well. And then we're going to draw these lines here solid as well. Okay, obviously we know this is going to go through here. And we know that where these two lines touch will be where the middle point is, which means we won't see the edge of that bit over there. Okay, so as you can see, we've got most of the isometric in, which has been kind of nice because so far for me, I feel like it hasn't been difficult. I don't know what your guys' opinion is, but yeah, I think so far it's been kind of nice. Okay, then we obviously want to get this circle in. So we see that there are two radiuses given to us. We've got a radius of 52 and a radius of 38. So we are going to take this, obviously will be 52. So we are going to extend that line going down. Okay, going down. And will be 52 over there. Okay, so you can see we've got this line here. And then from there, we're going to have to draw basically a whole bunch of circle squares for the circles. I hope that's making sense. So you're basically going to draw a line there. This one I'm going to need to change the ruler here, otherwise I'm not going to get a nice enough construction line. There we go. And then this line here we can extend just a little bit. So this is going to be really, really big just to get your circle in. Okay, so we're going to have that. And then we're going to measure 52. So that will be 52 over there. And then from there, we're going to measure 10.4 because obviously 52 plus 52 will give us 10.4. Okay, and then from there, where we've made our marks, we're going to draw some lines. Okay, so there and there as well. Now, before we draw, we are going to just quickly check our lines. So that is 52. I don't know why it looks so much longer on the memo, because see, it's supposed to end up shorter. Let's just see if this is 130. Okay, something's messed up here. Obviously with this line here. So we'll assess that now. Let's just get in our circle. Okay, so you're going to go from the obtuse angle to the obtuse angle. You're going to go from the obtuse angle to the obtuse angle, and then from here we are going to go from here to this point here, and from here to this point here. Just check that that is 52. That is 52. That one is a bit higher. It's probably why it looks a bit funny. Did I accidentally make this longer than 80? No, that is 82. So the 50 line should be here. I don't know why it's so small. Okay, let me just check something, guys. I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud here. Let me just check something. Okay, my apologies, guys. That was me. I drew the wrong circle. So let's just go back. You guys should be fine. I hope you guys didn't draw that, but I will put a little bit of a disclaimer that you guys don't do that. But I was measuring from the wrong point. So first of all, we need to establish the back of this point, this little piece here, which is right at the back over here. So I don't know why mine was a little bit shorter. The full length of this should actually end over here. So we're just going to shift everything and then go again, and then everything will fit. So I apologize for that. That was very silly of me. But it should not cause too much trouble. Okay, we're just going to quickly erase this here and redo it. Obviously, you guys did see how I did it, but we'll just do it again. And let this be a lesson to check your measurements, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. And this is a very easy mistake to make during an exam. And I think we can all learn from this, is just to check everything. I know that there's a lot of lines. You can see it through meal. So yeah, in future, we were just going to check. Okay, so let's just get this back point. Since we know that line is over there, we're going to draw that line down. We're going to measure 30. Okay, we've got 30. Also measure 20 while we are at it. Okay, and we're going to quickly measure, or like link these two together. Okay. Okay, then we've got, that's going to go over there. That will obviously be over here. And we will have this here and this here. And we will have 10 and 10. So we're going to link 10 and 10 here. Okay, and then we will draw this back here. Okay, my apologies. So now let's get the lines for the circle in, which hopefully I'll do it properly this time. Okay, let's just erase this line, because this line is not supposed to be here. This line is supposed to go all the way back. Here though. Okay. Alright, so let's get our circle in. So we know from here, let's use the shorter ruler. from this point here, we have 52, which is why I was thrown off, because I was measuring from here. So from this point here, we've got 52. Then we will have 52 as well, and you can draw your line over there. And then from those points, we're going to draw lines that extend outwards. So we will have a line over here, a line over here, and a line over here. Okay, then we will measure 52 and 104 over here. Okay, and then we will draw those lines. So that will go over there, and this will go over here. Okay, and the middle line should be a little bit thicker. Okay, then from there we're going to measure from the obtuse angle to the obtuse angle. So we're going to go from here to here. We've got the obtuse angle to the obtuse angle, which will go from there to there. Then we will have this line going into this corner here, and this line going like that. Okay, we obviously only want this side here, so what we are going to do is going to put our compass here. We're going to measure all the way to this point here, and that will be our circle. So that's not very good. Okay, so we're going to make our arc. Just like this over here. Now we obviously need a second arc as well, because obviously it's got a thickness. And I'm going to make your life easier. You don't have to redraw all of this whole circle. All you're going to do is you're going to take the point you measured from, which we know is this point here. You're going to take it outwards. Okay, you're going to measure 8. Okay, at that point over there. And then all you're going to do is you're going to keep the same measurement or length in your compass, and you're going to grab your compass and you're going to make a line just like this over here. Okay, then once you have done that, you're obviously going to draw in all the necessary lines. So we know that there will be a line at the bottom over here. Okay, and we know that there will be a line from here touching the edge over there. Okay, and obviously there won't be a line at the top because it's a circle. So we know that that's perfectly fine. But we do have another circle to draw because we've got 38. So that's obviously for the inside of the circle because it's obviously got a hole through it. So that's what we're going to draw next. So, okay, all we're going to do is from this point here, we're going to draw a line. We're going to measure 38. So 38 will be here. Okay, that's our middle point. And then we're going to draw a line down. And we are going to measure 38 again. Just like this over here. Okay, so you can see the 3 lines. Then I'm going to try and make these ones a little bit darker so that you can obviously see. So we've got this line here, this line here, and this line here. Okay, then we are going to measure 38 again. So we have got 38 to be over here, another 38 to be over here. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to draw lines going like that and like that. Okay, once we've done that, we will just, is that the correct line? Let me just double check. That's a bit high. 38 will be here. Okay, so now we have got a line from here to here, a line from here to here, and then we will have a line from here to there, and a line from there to there. Okay, so it's obviously quite confusing actually. So if you do get confused by too many lines, just erase them and then draw your next circle lines, or erase some of them and leave whatever you need to do. Okay, then we are obviously going to measure. So we've got this point over here, we have got the edge over here and the edge over there, and we're going to make our little arc. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to add in our necessary lines. So we've got a line over here, and we will have a line over here. We will also have a line over here. Okay, and now we know that this line goes all the way back to this point over here, and we know that there will be a line over here. Okay, but now we're not done yet, because, sorry, not over there, it goes straight down. I don't know why I stopped it there. Okay, but now we still have the square, the little cutout here that we have to put in the drawing. So we are going to start off, we're going to see, okay, it's got a length of 15, so we're going to measure 15, and we're going to lightly draw in a line. Okay, we know that it starts at this point here, but it's got a measurement of 10 at the top, so we're going to measure 10, and we're going to make a line going across like that. Okay, we've obviously got that point over there as well. Okay, and then we know that there is a measurement of 10 on the slope as well, so we are going to measure, we're going to, wait, what am I doing? I'm going to measure 10 from here, so 10, and we'll have 10 here, which, because of this measurement, will land up over there. Okay, we will obviously then join our, that still seems, what am I doing, honestly? It's 10 from this point here. My bad, my apologies. So from here, I'll have a measurement of 10, which will be here. So end up like that over there. Okay, then we will have this line here going in solid, and this line here as well, and this line here as well. Okay, obviously this one looks a little bit skewer than it should be. It should be a little bit more even. I think sorry guys, I'm obviously just not using my brain today. This is supposed to be 10 from the edge, so forgive me. Let's do that again quickly. We are going to measure 10 from here, and then 10 again. Okay, and where those two line up, we will obviously line up our slope as well. So that's how it should be. Okay, and let's just get rid of the one at the top there. There you go. That is correct. That's how it should be. So my apologies. And then we've obviously got a line going through the back here. So we're going to do that. We know that the measurement is, the thickness is 30. So we're going to measure 30. We're going to draw a line like that, and like that, and then like this as well. Okay, so your finished drawing, or your final drawing, will look like this. Apologies for mine being a bit messy. You can see my line weights not all even, especially at this point here. And that is because the lead in my compass is a little bit lighter, so make sure your lead's all the same. But I hope that this helped you. Oh wait, we're missing one line. It's this line here. Okay, now now it's finished and this is what it should look like. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys with a little bit of a challenging one, how to visualize it and everything like that. So yeah, I think we will have a video of the model of this. So if we do, I will stick it in for you guys, so that you guys can obviously picture what it will look like from all sides and how it comes together. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys.
Okay, so if you have a look here, you'll see the isometric from the top view. This is what it will look like. And then if we flip it, we'll see the front view, and that is what it will look like from the front. And then we'll put it on its right view, and you'll see how it looks from the right view. Just excuse the different colors just to show you the different parts. And then if we obviously put it on the 30-degree angle, you'll see that it looks like your isometric. We're going to show you what it looks like from underneath. And then again, just from the side, to give you a little bit of an overall understanding of what the shape of the isometric will actually look like.